I'm excited to share another themed look with you for St. Patrick's Day. So this one is going to be a much brighter look, but I started out with that same shimmery green from my last St. Patrick's Day look, and I put that just like all over using the fluffy crease brush. I personally prefer to do the same step on both eyes before moving on, but I know some people like to do one eye and then do the other. Really, it's whatever works best for you. Remember, makeup is about having fun, trying new things, experimenting. All right, so I pulled out palette number 7, which I like to call our rainbow palette. Has all the brights, and obviously I'm using the green for the St. Patrick's Day look, and I'm using the angled shadow brush. So I just put this kind of all over the lower part of my lid and really packed it in there with that brush. When I'm using bright or dark shadows, I like to do my eyes first because, as you can see, I spilt some or I had a little bit of fallout, and so this allows me to clean it up on my bare skin versus already having done my foundation. Now I'm going in with the blending brush and I'm just going to blend along that edge where I put that bright green, just so that we can kind of fuse these together a little bit so they transition from one to the other more smoothly. You see the difference? Now, if you're uneven or if you wanted to just brighten up the green, you can always add a bit more in after you've blended. Really just customizing whatever level of green you want. Here it's just because they were not even. So I'm just trying to even them out. And I have to like fiddle until I'm happy that they're even enough. I'm gonna do it after. All right, so I put my makeup on and now we're going to come in with like a liner brush. This is actually my brow brush. And just bring that along my lash line underneath my eye. This is just going to kind of bring the color around my eye. It's going to make it pop a little bit more. And yeah. I did also decide to just brighten up that kind of outer corner of my eye, my upper eye. And so I'm just bringing a little bit extra green in that outer corner to connect. And then I'm just tapping off the excess from this brush I used earlier. And I'm actually just going to like use that as a blending brush, just along the edges as well as underneath the eye. I find the blending brush is just too big to get underneath the eye there. So you want to use something a little bit smaller just to like take the edge off of where I lined underneath my eye. And you can just see like just a different look, a little bit brighter. All right, and I really do love a shiny sparkle. So I brought in this like silver from one of our other palettes. It's like really creamy high shimmer. And it's, yeah, so I just use my finger to kind of apply that to the inner corner of my eye. I wanted it above and below. So I went right over that like corner of my eye. Does that make sense? And then I'm just like building it in with my finger. I'm going to do the other side, and then I will use the blending brush to blend this out as well. When I'm blending these ones in, or where I want to keep the high shimmer, I try to stay to the outside kind of top of where the shadow is, and then where it meets our green in this case, and just pull from there and leave kind of the inner corner alone as much as possible. Other than under the eye, I'm just trying to blend that out a smidge as well. And sometimes you might need to add to one eye to match the other, and so that's what I'm doing there. And that concludes this St. Patrick's Day themed look. What do you think of this one? Would you rock it for St. Patty's Day? Let me know in the chat.